Yeah.
It's good, bro.
Telling me, bro.
Gone for what, 3 weeks and the whole world's gone to shit.
Yeah, trust me, man. I,
Go on, say it. It's on your mind.
you know, I'm the one that's on the other side right now, you know?
Hmm. I don't feel like you should be.
Why is that?
I mean, you know me. I like to look at both sides of things, but I feel there's a way to punish people, and it's not the way that. I mean, the way it went down, it could have been handled better. But I also, from what I've heard, I can understand that a lot of things may have like been weighing on his shoulders and built up on that day that leaded him to make that decision. But it wasn't the right decision at the end of the day. I can still see why he may have seen red and snapped. And we all make mistakes, but at the same time, I don't know if you've spoken to him. I'm assuming you haven't, like, since then.
No, I haven't.
But you two seriously need a conversation, and you two need to like hash this out and fix this shit, because the way I look at it right now, the whole family's falling apart. Like I just found out about Dwayne and all the shit that he's done. I just don't know what to think right now. There's been a lot thrown at me today, and I can't imagine how you feel right now. But I know, Tommy, your day one, you two need to somehow get over this, because this ain't how it should be, bro.
See, but you've only heard, you know, that side of the story.
Yeah, tell me your side. Because I don't know what was going through your mind that day. I don't know what happened.
See, I get what I did was wrong. I can own up to that, and I can own up to my mistake, right? If he would have given me the opportunity to talk, but he didn't, Ellis. He didn't. He knows me better than anyone in this city. He could have pulled me to the side. He could have told me to do something. I was loyal to him. I would have done anything for that man. Whatever he said. If he pulled me to the side or even in front of everyone and he told me what I, like, you know, what he wanted me to hear, or what I should have heard, or what I needed to know, I would have listened. And I would have done what was necessary, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm for this family. I'm for this gang. I try my best to you know, keep it up to a high quality of standard, right? But he didn't give me that opportunity.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I back that. Like, I agree. That's why I said I don't think how it's handled was how it should have gone down. Like, he could have pulled you aside and spoke to him, but at the same time, I also, you gotta think, there's times where you see red and you snap and you make a mistake, right? Everyone's done it.
Yeah, but not nearly killing your boy, bro. You don't do that.
I know. There's a time and a place, and that wasn't the right move. But
I understand
I can't hold my hands up and say that I'm not completely like free of fault. I make mistakes at times. He made a fucking huge mistake, and he needs to make up to you somehow.
Yeah, I also made a mistake.
How he can? Yeah, of course, but the punishment wasn't. I don't think it was the right punishment, honestly.
I don't know, man. That's the thing right now. I don't know. Like, I'm feeling so many emotions at once. I feel angry. I feel sad. I feel betrayed. Like, I understand that, you know, T came up to everyone and was like, what happened, right? And yeah, as second in command, I should have told him, right? And I normally do. I always do. I always have, right? And then we were there, But it was pure sarcasm, Els. You could hear the sarcasm. We were like, nah, you know, it was one of them ones. Yeah? Admittedly, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Right? I was wrong there. But that doesn't justify what he did, right? And the reason why I was actually in his trunk, because you probably know the story, right? I was in his trunk. It was literally 3 minutes max. 3 minutes, right? And I was in his trunk waiting for him so I could tell him what he wanted to know. But at the time, I didn't know Vince had already told him. And he drove off with Batar, right? And then he parked, and then he spoke for literally a minute. And then he got a phone call from Zakid saying he needs a laptop. And I was going to get out the car, but he was going back to the block, right? And then he opens the trunk to get the laptop, and he sees me in it. And, you know, everyone's laughing, so I start laughing, you know, haha, funny, right? And then he gets out, he pulls a shotgun, he's like, what the fuck you doing in the trunk? I'm like, I was going to tell you what you wanted to know earlier. He's like, well, you could have heard something that you wasn't supposed to know. And I was like, well, I tried to counter argument it, right? I said, well, if you're talking to Batar, and I'm like your second in command, and I'm your day one, then surely there's nothing that you hide from me. Surely it doesn't matter if I know, right? Because that's how I thought our relationship was, right? He could tell me anything, I could tell him anything. We could trust each other with whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I guess I didn't take it serious enough. I was like, you know how me and T are when it comes to this shit. I was like, I'll put it in my mouth, you know? And he shot me. And he nearly fucking killed me. I was in ICU for like, what, 4 or 5 days, the doctor said? And I feel like he shot me because clearly I've been a bad second in command, because why else would he shoot me? But then that's where I feel betrayed, because I told everyone, and I spoke to everyone one-on-one, and I said, listen, if I ever step out of line or I say something that hurts your feelings or offends you, then like let me know and I'll stop. I said that to everyone, and no one did. No one did that. No one did that for me. And I feel betrayed by that. That's why I've been distant from the boys, because I feel like, yeah, as second in command, it's my place to know what I do right and wrong. And I do, but sometimes I go over the top. And, you know, people should call me out on it. And that's that. The same way people should call out T for what he did. Why can't people do that to me? And then I feel embarrassed. Like, I've just, like, what am I supposed to, this? And then Dean.
I don't think you should feel embarrassed.
I don't know, man. I was in a fucking mood, bro. And then, not even that.
But
Dean, bro, he's been manipulating Dwayne and just mentally attacking Dwayne and physically pushing him to the point where he goes and done something that he shouldn't. But then in my eyes, it's like, okay, listen, sure, whatever, like, you know, Dwayne did what he did. It's no excuse why he did what he did. But at the same time, the person that pushed him to get to that point should still hold some accountability.
I agree. I was having this conversation earlier. I feel like he does need to be held accountable for it in a way. But when it's fucking Dean, it's how the fuck do you punish the guy? You can't fine him. You can't take his chains. He's got like 16 of them. You can't fucking kick him off the block because he's just gonna go to the CG cubby anyway. He's a fucking difficult one. And it may... Who says he's not gonna take any blame? It might just take some time for someone to come up with something adequate for the situation. I think Dean needs to be taught a lesson where it shows that he's not untouchable. But what that lesson is, I don't fucking know myself. That's why I'm not in a position of power.
That's the thing, though, Rose. So why are me and Dwayne getting this treatment, but he's not? After time and time and time again.
That's bro. Listen, I don't feel like you should have been treated this way, and I'll literally say it to team myself. Like I don't. I've heard that he's sorry for whatever, But if he hasn't said it to you, that's not enough. And I don't want you to ever say shit about, oh yeah, I feel like this is a reflection of me being second in command, because there ain't no way that any of this is a reflection of anything. There's no one else in this gang that should be in the position that you are in right now other than you. It's as simple as that. The task third in command, yes, rightfully so. You second in command, no one else. But the thing is, I get T made a mistake, but he needs to talk to you, man. Like I don't know
I mean, he
if he's
did.
been around.
He did
Wait, has he?
text me.
What did he say?
Said 6 days ago. I've ignored him because I'm angry, bro. I don't get. I
that.
can't
Like,
get my head
you have
around
a
why he
right.
done it. I made the mistake.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? And I just don't know. But he said, when you're ready, we need to talk. I know you probably won't want to, but we have a lot of stuff to talk about. And then he finished with, and I need to apologize.
Yeah, listen, bro. As your boy, I'm gonna tell you the cold hard facts. And I know you don't want to do it, and I know that you've got a whole world of emotions going through you right now, but you need to speak to him, because there ain't no fixing this until you speak to him, and he realizes. I don't. By the sounds of it, I think he realizes that he fucked up, and he needs to rectify that. And I think you should give him a chance. It's gonna be a difficult conversation, but these conversations need to be had. I don't agree with the way that he handled the situation one bit. And I want to stress that to you. I'm not backing T whatsoever on that decision. But I can see that he may have had a lapse in judgment, everything piling up on him on that day, and he snapped and made the wrong decision. But we all make mistakes, and we got to bounce back from that in a certain way. And I don't know, I guess you have the conversation with him and see exactly how he approaches it, whether he takes it seriously and treats you with the respect that you deserve. Because
I just feel like he's gonna come at me with excuses, because I spoke to Batar and he was saying how, you know, this doesn't justify why you've been shot, but you did this, this, and this. And it's like, how are you gonna sit there and say that it doesn't justify it, but then give examples to why it might have? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm gonna hear from T. He's gonna say I wasn't serious when I needed to be. I was in the trunk and I could have spied on him and heard something I shouldn't. And the fact that I could have told him earlier, but I chose not to. That's what he's gonna use against me. And he's gonna say it's not gonna justify it, and that he's, you know, he might apologize. But then if it doesn't justify it, why are you saying it in the first place, right? Because by his standard and the gang standard, right? Dean's done all of this to Dwayne, right? And now if Dwayne didn't go and done what he did, then Dean would have been the one in trouble, right? But then Dwayne took it to that next level. So everyone's moved on from what Dean did. Everyone's forgot what Dean did. So
I mean,
it's
these
just
are
the
the
same
things
standard,
that-
right? I did something
Yeah.
wrong, and it, you know, if he
the
would,
thing is, though,
Boom.
these are the things that you need to tell him. You, as second in command, you need to call him out on his bullshit and say, look, T, you're fucked up. You should have pulled me to a side, should have had a conversation with me. You, as the leader, yeah, people are prone to making mistakes, but you as the leader, you need to second guess everything and think for that split second and say, no, I'm not going to shoot him. I'm going to pull him to a side. I'm going to have that conversation. But he didn't do that. So he needs to realize that he fucked up there, and he needs to do better. Like, yes, he shouldn't have been in the trunk, whatever. But to get shot over that, that's a bit extreme in my eyes.
yeah. Nah, no. Everyone keeps telling me that I just need to speak to T and hash it out with T. But it's not just that anymore, man. It's Dwayne.
Yeah, the whole Dwayne situation, I
That's our
cannot
boy,
wrap my
bro.
head. I can't. That is my boy. I can't wrap my head around what I've been told. Like, I don't understand it.
I don't
It
understand
kind
it
of makes me
either.
wish I was here to fucking speak to him in the moment or before he went and done something as crazy as he fucking did.
I mean, bro, the boys all stood around his body in ICU, dancing, and made a TikTok out of it.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, this is something. That's a little bit of detail that was left out in the whole conversation today.
Yeah, Dwayne told me. I spoke to Dwayne. And Dwayne, you need to speak to Dwayne, bro.
So, wait.
So I listen.
So,
I got
wait.
shot
So
for
when
being
was
serious,
this?
right? And I was in ICU, and then Dean hits, hits or does something to Wicked, right? And then obviously
Yeah.
Wicked needs to go to ICU, and whilst he's in
Wait,
ICU, they're dancing over him, and
So Dean put him in ICU?
that's what Dwayne told me. Yeah.
Because Dean was all high and mighty today about not touching the boys and only going after like their loved ones and all this, and how he'd never touch one of the gang and shit. But you're telling me he put him in ICU?
That's what Dwayne told me, bro. And Dwayne said there was a second shooter as well.
A second shooter?
Yeah, apparently that's what Piper told him. So it was Dean and someone else.
Interesting.
I just feel like I don't agree with what Dwayne did, right? But there was points to where people, Dwayne shouldn't have done what he did. It's the same with me and Tommy, right? I shouldn't have done what I did, but Tommy shouldn't have gone the extra mile. And it's the same between Dean and Dwayne. Dean shouldn't have done what he did, but Dwayne shouldn't have went the extra mile.
Yeah, it sounds like Dean was doing a lot of poking the bear. This whole TikTok thing, I wasn't aware of that, and that
All the boys
don't
were
sit
there,
right with
including
me.
T,
What?
which makes no sense because
Oh,
apparently I got shot for not being serious, but when Dwayne's in the ICU, oh, they're just dancing around him and stuff?
yeah, they're gonna make a fucking TikTok. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then that's when Dwayne apparently was drugged up and shot Lana.
Yeah, I heard about him shooting Lana from Dean.
But I don't agree with that with Dwayne at all, because how is a man gonna say you shouldn't shoot your own family, but then the next day go and do it? I don't know, man. There's so much.
There's so many. I feel like there's so much that I'm missing. Like,
Oh no, same.
there's so many gaps in these stories because I didn't know this shit about Dwayne being in ICU and Dean putting him there, and them not doing this fucking TikTok shit on him.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this was before Dwayne got kicked.
This
Like,
is
he was in
before,
ICU,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And how did Dwayne find out about this again?
Don't actually know, but he told me.
Because if I'm in ICU and my family is out here making TikToks, dancing around me, I ain't gonna be too happy about that shit.
Yeah, and I don't know the full story because I think people are not telling me stuff either. I think people are also hiding stuff from me, right? But after Wayne shot Lana, I think that was when Dina went and shot Dwayne's girl.
Wait. So Dean shot Dwayne before he shot Dwayne's girl.
I don't think Dean shot him. I can't remember the full details, man.
Oh my god, this is more of a mess than I fucking realized.
So Dean does something to Dwayne. Dwayne goes to ICU. They dance around him. Dwayne's on drugs. Doesn't excuse him shooting Lana, but he's fucked up, right? So he shoots Lana or some shit. Oh, I remember, because Lana said to Dwayne that Oh, he's dying for pussy and that he's pussy whipped. Something like that, bro. It's completely violating him after just coming out of ICU. And then so then after that, Dean goes and shoots Piper with someone, right? I don't know who. And then Dwayne told me Dean gave him the gun that he did it with. Just to like egg it on even more, you know?
Yeah, I heard that.
It's all fucked, bro.
It's funny to me.
It's all fucked, man.
Bro, everyone's excusing Dean for the shit that he's
That's
doing
what
because
I'm
he's
saying,
batshit
man.
crazy.
And the thing
he's
about
all
Dwayne,
drugged up on crack. But if Dwayne's drugged up on shit and he goes crazy, that's a different thing.
no,
I don't
double
understand
standards. That's the thing as well, right? Is that and apparently Dwayne told me now. I don't know how much of this is true, right? I've only heard one side. Dwayne told me that yeah, he may have gave her the gun, but she already knew it was Dean. Dwayne told me that Dean wasn't wearing a mask or something like that.
I mean, that sounds like Dean. So it's funny because Dean told me that the whole thing started because he told Dwayne, he said some shit to Dwayne. I think it was about like Piper like fucking some other dude or some shit. And then he said that Dwayne jumped him, so he went and shot Piper. Nowhere in the story was I told about Dwayne being in ICU.
I mean, maybe that did happen. I don't know the timeline, else. Like, I haven't been, like, I was in ICU,
yeah,
right?
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? I could be getting some stuff wrong. All I know is Dean did something to Dwayne that put him in ICU. I don't know whether Piper got shot before or after. But, yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Let it be known Adam is the first person to mention Dean wasn't wearing a mask. No, Dwayne literally said that to me in the car. Bozo, go watch my fucking stream.
All today I've been trying to, me and Winston have been trying to do things to like get Dean help, and it seems like no one else gives a fuck. They're just like, okay, Dean's crazy. Dean's on drugs. Dean's crazy.
Dean's fucked up again.
Apparently he's got mental issues from the drug abuse. Like, he's not using apparently, but he's got mental issues.
It's hard to tell with Dean, man. The guy literally spoke about Teddy in front of Marie just to shoot her.
Yeah, I heard about that. And he
then
said, when we asked him today why he did it, he said because he was fucking bored.
That's where we all fucked up, though, including me, because, you know, I let him decide what he wanted to do, whether to tell them the truth or to blame it on someone else. And, you know, Dean wanted to blame it on someone else. And I said, alright, well, it's your call, you know, it's your Teddy. But I should have told him to tell the truth from the start, you know, and that's where I fucked up. I don't know, bro, it just don't sit right to me. I understand why Dwayne's kicked. Right, he shouldn't have snitched, bro. It was against everything that he knows, everything that he's done, everything that he built. He shouldn't have done that shit. He's a fucking idiot for doing it.
I can't get over. Because
it blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind.
What, bro? Once you label the snitch, that's it.
That's it.
Does anyone else know about this outside the gang?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. But like, I just think that everyone is in the wrong, bro. So many different reasons. That's what makes it so much worse as well. Because it's clear to me that everyone has their own reasons, their own intentions, like doing what they're doing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
A lot of people are just out for themselves, apparently. That's not how it should be.
There's so much, bro. I don't know. You don't know, bro. I've got so many emotions. Like, bro. The thing is, though, it's like, what Dean done is between us. Wayne took it out with the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, his point was, if anyone's in a relationship, the other half of that relationship is family. That's just not the case.
That's not the case, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, does that mean you tell them everything we do, all our operations? No. You know what I mean?
Ain't no
They ain't
fucking way,
family.
especially not a fucking Fed.
It's like, no offense to Marie, but she ain't ever gonna be my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Vince.
Yeah.
That's my family, not Marie. I love Dwayne, and he was my family. He still is, bro. Piper is definitely ain't ever gonna be my family either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear that. That's what I was saying before. Like exactly what you said. No matter how bad the times get, we don't take it outside the family. We deal with that shit ourselves, especially not to a fucking Fed.
That's where Dwayne fucked up. But I feel like if me or you were there, maybe try to speak to him, then things would be different.
100%.
I was in fucking ICU.
Fuck, man. I really, I don't. My head is spinning after today. I don't know what to think anymore.
I mean,
I don't even know if I want to go back to the block right now.
that's how I've been feeling. That's why I've been like this. I'm embarrassed because of what happened. I feel betrayed because no one told me anything. I feel angry because I just everything, bro. Every emotion.
I mean, you have every right to be feeling these emotions. I ain't gonna lie.
I just
I just don't know how
I
we
just
got to
can't.
this point.
Yeah, I just don't know how T lets it slide. Like everything's okay.
I need to talk to T.
Yeah, I got a feeling I need to talk to him too.
100%. No shadow of a doubt. You two need to talk.
I just don't know if he deserves my time. Bro, I don't know. I understand that I'm probably coming across petty, but the guy couldn't be bothered to speak to me. After everything, man.
I mean, that could just be guilt. He knows he fucked up and he can't face it. But after all you two have been through, you guys need to at least have this conversation and see where you go from there.
Yeah. I don't know even what to say to that guy. I don't know if I can forgive him. That's why I keep delaying it. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know if I can forgive him. I don't know the outcome.
I wish I could stay you on this, but I don't know. I'm lost myself, bro. It's out it's out of character for you. I don't
That's what I said.
I don't know.
I literally said the same thing when I had the conversation with SK. I said it was out of character from Dwayne and T. That's not what they do. That's not who they are. I just don't understand.
I really don't know where to go from here. I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like the whole family's just falling apart, and it's like I wanna, step in and help, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Man. is in a way I don't know. I feel like the gang needs help, but I don't think certain people want that help or feel like they need to change or need. It's fucking difficult, bro. All day, me and Winston have been saying, "Oh yeah, things ain't right," and Dean is just saying, "Nah, we're good. Everything's good. Everything's perfect." I know Dean and Dwayne have had their beef in the past, but at the end of the day, we're still family, bro. Like, I don't know how he can just be so content with like how things have panned out. It's like it's what he wanted in the first place. I don't know.
Uh, yeah. Yeah. Ah. I'm in the same boat as you, Oz, believe me.
So, what's your plan for the rest of like, well, in the near future? Are you just gonna avoid the block at all costs
I don't
until
know.
you chat to T or what?
I was completely avoiding it, but I've been speaking to people, you know, seeing their views on it, their opinions. Or maybe building up to speak to T, but I don't know, man. I really don't know what I want to do. There's not really much for me to do, you know. Like I could come in and sit back into the picture and try and help and fix the gang from the state that they're in now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that is what I want to do. I want to help the Mandem. You know, because I've always been Mandem first. I am Mandem. Mandem is me. Without it, I'm nothing. So
I get
I
that,
want to
think
help it, but it's just so tough, man. Because
I think the first thing that you have to do is help yourself, and you need to have this conversation with T and see where your head's at after that. I get it's Mandem first, but right now it's Adam Barber first. You need to clear your mind, have that conversation with a level head, and go from there, bro.
yeah, yeah. And I've had time. I've had time. I don't know. I blame everyone. I just blame everyone, including myself. There's so much that we don't know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna find a way to find out every single little fucking detail.
I think someone you need to talk to if you want to find out details. Sparky, bro. He told me a lot.
Alright.
You just speak to
Who's
SK.
next?
I don't know if he's awake, but
Patar told me a decent amount. I mean, if he's not awake, then I'll speak to him when he's awake tomorrow or some shit. But I need to speak to Sparky, I need to speak to Tia, I need to speak to Dwayne.
you need to speak to Dwayne. He'll tell
Yeah,
you.
I need to speak.
Yeah, maybe speak to Dwayne first, man.
I should, but in a way, it's kind of like for me right now. I feel like my conversation with Dwayne is like your conversation with T. Like I don't know if I'll word everything correctly because I might let my emotions get the better of me and I might say something that he doesn't like and I probably shouldn't say. So I'm probably I'm gonna try and speak to Dwayne tomorrow, maybe
It was
get my
tough.
thoughts in check.
Yeah, trust me, it was tough when I spoke to Dwayne, bro. I just came out of like ICU and I got told, and I just called Dwayne. I linked him, and he just told me everything. He told me why he did it. took no accountability though, and I just walked away. Said I heard enough.
Yeah, bro. When he came to the city, and we talked about the whole Mandem stuff, like every single time, truth was in the back of my mind. I was like, okay, truth went out in a terrible way. I'm gonna make sure that Dwayne's alright and he don't go out in a terrible way.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I'm just feeling all the things that I felt when Truth died. I don't know. I feel like I've lost a brother in a way.
Yeah, trust me. They're gone, but they're not, right?
Yep.
Tough, bro.
A sticky one.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, trust me. I don't know what was, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. Listen, you need to talk. You need someone to hang with. Call me. I'll be there. I'm gonna be around, bro.
Cool. Same with you, bro. Anytime, man. Let me know.
I'm probably gonna take a little time today to just collect my thoughts and figure out how I'm gonna approach Dwayne.
Yeah, take all the time you need, bro. I'm doing the same shit when it comes to the tea.
Say less. As I said, just hit me up, bro.
Alright. Be easy, bro. My boy.
Hey, John. Safe.
Safe. Hey, Les. Hey. Chat, that was cold. These talks today have been cold, no?